Hi, this is Trey Passer, and this is a move from the movie group 100, and this is going to be another movie review, but this is going to be a movie review of four movies, of a set of movies, okay, of the Batman motion picture anthology, okay, of all four Batman movies, okay, two by Tim Burton and two by Joel Schumacher. Okay, let's start first off with Batman, the 1989 movie, which was like an event movie. I remember going to see it, getting off of work and going with my two friends and getting in line. And the movie, I think we bought our tickets at like 5 o'clock, and we waited like 3 hours outside. It was just like an event. People just showed up to get tickets to see the Batman movie. That it was like an event, and like I said, didn't disappoint. And my review of the movie, okay, basically the story is of Batman's already Batman, and which is played by Michael Keaton, and this is basically how the Joker becomes the Joker. Jack Napier in this movie becomes the Joker, and Batman battling him throughout the movie. This movie, okay, of course, was directed by Tim Burton, and it had great atmosphere in it. And like I said, Jack Nicholson was just fantastic as his Joker. Just the right the right mix of absolute terror and and laughter. And Michael Keaton surprised a lot of people. Like I said, a lot of people at the time didn't, was scratching their heads, picking Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne Batman. But he did the part justice. He played it perfect, and I definitely would highly recommend seeing the 1989 Batman movie. Like I said, directed by Tim Burton, so it had great atmosphere, great scenery, great, just great, filled up with great atmosphere, and Jack Nicholson and Michael Keaton, even Kim Basinger as Vicky Vale was fantastic. And like I said, that was for Batman. The 1989 Batman movie was just absolutely fantastic. I definitely would highly recommend that one. Now the second movie, which would be Batman Returns, okay, and the villain in this movie, the two villains, excuse me, are Penguin and the Catwoman, okay, played by Danny DeVito and Michelle Pfeiffer. Okay, in this movie, Batman's going up against, like I said, Penguin and Catwoman. They team up, actually. Okay, and the Penguin has this plan he comes from a famous. They actually this movie is directed also by Tim Burton, and in the beginning of the movie they show a little bit of his origin of the Penguin, how he was casted, born to a rich family and tossed away. Okay, and how he had to live in the sewers and stuff. He got rescued by penguins, and of course raised by penguins. Okay, and of course he vows revenge, on Gotham. And also, this movie also shows the origin of Catwoman. She's working for a corrupt politician who actually murders her. Okay, and she gets resurrected to Catwoman. And the movie, what I love about this movie, especially Michelle Pfeiffer, I think, and Danny DeVito played their parts perfectly. And but I especially love Michelle Pfeiffer. I think she was just absolutely perfect as Selena Kyle. You just absolutely gave a fantastic performance, and she had great chemistry with Michael Keaton. And I read somewhere, I think, that they dated in real life prior to that, but they had great chemistry, and Michelle Pfeiffer was just the perfect person to play Catwoman. Her performance was just fantastic in this movie, and like I said, definitely movie to see. Okay, like I said, Michael Keaton again played Batman perfectly. Nice, didn't say much. Okay, but just perfectly stoic and heroic, just absolutely perfect. Okay, and like I said, but I loved Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. She was just perfect, and I would definitely highly recommend Batman Returns. Definitely a good movie, a good follow-up to the Batman movie. Okay, now the third movie was when Tim Burton produced it, didn't direct it. This time they brought in Joel Schumacher to direct it, and Michael Keaton, I guess, checked out. I don't know exactly what the reason is that he didn't want to play Batman anymore, but they had to cast a new Batman, so they cast Val Kilmer, okay, as Batman Bruce Wayne, and they also brought in this movie, Batman Forever. They brought in Robin, okay, played by Chris O'Donnell. Okay, in this story, the villains were the Joker and Two-Face, okay, played by Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones. Now, Batman Forever and a lot of people try to slam it because this is the first movie that Joel Schumacher directed, and also, excuse me, Nicole Kidman was in this as the love interest, and uh, Chase Meridian, that was her name, Chase Meridian. Anyway, a lot of people slam it, this movie because I think this is where Batman had costume started having, they put nipples on the costume. Now, I like Batman Forever. Okay, I don't hate it as much as a lot of people do. I think Val Kilmer was good as Batman, and okay, I think he made a decent Bruce Wayne, and I thought him and Chris O'Donnell worked well together as, you know, Dick Grayson and Bruce Wayne. Okay, and the only thing that I didn't really like about Batman Forever was Tommy Lee Jones, his Two-Face. He was just way too over the top, and somebody should have told him to tone it down, you know, because he just played it completely over the top. Two-Face, if you know the character from seeing the cartoons and the comic books, Two-Face was never that nuts. Okay, I mean, he was nuts, of course, split personality and everything else, but he was never that nuts. Okay, so that's why I hated Tommy Lee Jones' performance in that, and I wish somebody would have made him tone it down. You know, that would have been, and then he would have been perfect. Okay, Jim Carrey was good as the Riddler. I think he was perfectly. He was not too crazy, and I loved when he actually embraced the fully embraced the Riddler persona, and I think he was. I think Jim Carrey was actually pretty decent in the movie, but like I said, and I think Chris O'Donnell was perfect as Dick Grayson. Like I said, he played it. He played it straight, and he was fantastic. I thought he was good too, Chris O'Donnell. I think he made the perfect Robin, and like I said, I thought him and Val Kilmer was good, and I also loved Nicole Kidman as Chase Meridian. I think she was just fantastic. Never looked more beautiful, and she was just perfect as a psychiatrist that had the hots for Batman. Okay, and like I said, so Batman Forever to me is a pretty decent movie. Okay, now you get to the last movie, directed by Joel Schumacher, Batman and Robin. And the villains in this movie, first of all, I guess during the production of Batman Forever, they said that Val Kilmer and Joel Schumacher clashed a lot, so Val Kilmer was out, so they had to bring in a new Batman. So they went to TV and grabbed George Clooney, okay, and George Clooney from ER fame at the time to play Bruce Wayne Batman, okay, and while George Clooney is smooth enough to play Bruce Wayne, to me he made a horrible Batman, okay, not absolutely horrible, but he just wasn't that good as Batman. I think he was a little too stiff as Batman. But the movie itself, Batman and Robin, was just absolutely horrific. And they brought in Batgirl, played by Lisa Silverstone. Okay, they brought in Bane, which was a joke. He was like a one-syllable musclehead with just saying one thing all the time. Just absolutely a joke. Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy could have been good, I think, but I think they had her. They made her like an environmentalist nut, which is, you know, Poison Ivy is, you know, she's all about the plants and everything else, but this made her, I think, a little bit too out there. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, as Mr. Freeze, was just, that was just absolutely awful with the bad puns, the ice jokes, just, oh my God, just, it was horrific. I mean, I think he could have, if they would have had him play it straight, it would have been better, but I don't know, somebody who wrote that script for Batman and Robin was just absolutely awful, and then them making Batgirl Alfred's niece, it just totally screwed up the whole mythology of Batman in this movie, and Batman pulling out a credit card, Batman and Robin appearing at a charity thing, and it was just so many bad moments. I so wanted the movie to be good, but it's just a horrible movie. I don't know, just so many horrific things in this movie. Just, I can't even say no more. It's just, to me, just the totally, just crapped on the Batman legend. But I guess you have to thank it in a way, because if this movie wasn't so horrific, maybe we would have never got Christopher Nolan's 3 Batman movies. Okay, so I guess you have that to thank Batman and Robin for. So that's my reviews of the 4 Batman movies. Okay, let me know what you think. Again, this is for the Movie Group 100. Please sub to our channel. I'll leave a link down below. And like I said, we're a great bunch of lads. So please sub to our channel and thank you for watching. And let me know what you think. Have you seen these 4 movies? You probably have now. They've been out a while. Let me know what you think. Which was your favorite? Which is, you know, which is your least favorite? You know, feel free to leave comments down below. And again, for the Movie Group 100, this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care. Hi, this is Trey Passive for the Movie Group 100. Okay, with another review. This is going to be a review of